kutuombeka batayabo kutushenya ntushaba ayi mukama ngo tuhereze ubwanzi umuryabo abakubasa ku bantu batwetaga nita tukwetaga twakwasa kwa twahingwire tuyasimizire ya Yesu Kristo mukama wetu amen. Good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, mukurice yoyona himaba muri kandi twabakira program yo kweta the sports zone buri zoba shaha mwenda mpaka shahi 10 kandi batuyaha shahi byemizano B2 ninye Barigye Jasper Muhinda ningashe baba kandi hamwe na Alex Proline kubasa kubantu kusiyaho ebyo byona ekugenda munsi byemizano ninjira kozisya ngo ntukora hamwe na King of Kings Church loving God loving you aitu inokushaba kwa buri zoba shamka paka shamunana that is lunch hour kandi rizo rwa katano tuine yo overnight prayer kugashahisha tu okusya akasheshe akanyincha kare aho rara no basa kubana ushaba no sya hange byo nebitingo by'umutima gwawe basa kubana uja ushabeni itwe kandi utakabasa kubana oferwa abahereza baruhanga Bishop Dr. Cyrus Taibwa na Bishop Nicola Taibwa abari kutwara mu King of Kings Church loving God loving you nyongera kwizya still munwasa kutushanga ha mikutu ya television otire mu Star Times antenna channel 292 kandi otire ho abagenzi bitu aba Star Times dish channel 521 kulia omurembo wa Kampala tuya Go TV na free to air channel 822 na channel 22 free to air kandi turinaha mikutu ya social media ningashe mikutu mugita abantu zete social media platforms otire mu ebanja byitu ebya internet nk'ikibanja cha live.gntvug.org aho kwasa kwa notunjira kugenda mu misho byona GNTV basa kwa notugitaho orukoza GNTV mobile app ibasa kuzomusumi yawo kose App Store ningashi Google Play Store teka mu kigambo GNTV noza kureba app yitu eri mulanchi ibiri erikwera hamwe neri kutukura hari kigambo GNTV releasing live obase kono downloadinga installing umusumi yawe nabwanyuma otunje television age aho raze hona obase kuba no tambura nayo twegiteho urukorabera ahamukutu gwitu ugwa X kibanje cyo teka mu #sportszone tutunge teka yawe hanu ya live tubase kuba kandi tujishoma ahampeo ijukangu no basa kutukuratira hari ibibanja byona likinga commentinga kandi o sharing post era base kono changami kutiyona ya mugeitaba bantu bitu eranyakazoba niza kwa Alex akajishabanza baramusyo tujinde mu misho nebye mizana
ebare mwami Jasper kandi umurebe wa GNTV atelaje kubasaba ni nkwakira kandi nkakusima kugira ngo tujye omuizoba rya muheru ejyo kuhindera week ningashi izoba ryo kubanza ryo futandika weekend
bayi no wakatano kubanza umukwezi kwikumi
ya elizane bero bena okwezi kwikumi no manyo ekebero nimba ninkino umutinde Mr Updater so ebero bena okwezi kwikumi tubatura hano yanko kutwataga mingwizo bagero akatano ntubantu koraberamu kandi hona binje bikwa bikwatiri ningashi amakuru kuba twinire ga wiki yona so irizo bagona ntubatugine garaba mu umbujire program ite ya sports zone amurebi aho hona ho muno turebera ntugujyango cyo gukora ne cyamane kuba eroho buri shaha mwenda kusasha 10 mande kusa orakatano so niza kwakira kugira ngo takaragaho ebitu binene byinji muno
ijuka kugira ngo turahamwe nabagenzi bitu aba Big Chef restaurant abakushanga mu rembo rwambarira off Chamugurani Road kuria muri Fort Coleb, a restaurant that has the best cuisines in town. Erizoba na rwa gatano kandi hariyo live band kuretirwa 12 keys band ijuka ngo hariyo na roast in the rhyme ya basa kuba no hikayo kandi no tunga kanyama ko kizekemzi 12 kiziyane kuteraho kandi music hali ya nunji mnonga ekushenjero matugawe basa ko no kanyama kemzi kanunji mnonga aha Big Chef restaurant aba bine buri kimwe cyone cyo kurya kwenda kwasa buri kimwe cyona no bakubine family no twari neria no bakubine birthday party no bakubine party engagement ceremony no bakubine buri kimwe cyona basa kuzayo chikorera kurya Big Chef restaurant abine buri cyo kurya I say buri cyo kurya ekirungi ekiri kutegwa kandi cyo kuribwa kirahari buri cyo kunywa cyona ekikunura na n'ikindi basa kono begitaho kurya muri Fort Coleb muri Ntare off Chamugurani Road wase kono utunga all your best cuisines in town ijuka mu delivery noza kono utunga details as a delivery screen ya waho ari number zesimu manager Amos and Company babamba kutwara byo kurya byawe mpaka sitting room yawe ningo mu dining yawe obiriro muka obatakwasa kubasa kandi kubashanga ahamwanya gwabo oguru kuriya muri Fort Coleb twine mikoro ey'emyaka igana y'ekitongole ekya Federation of Uganda Football Associations ninga shi FUFA erizooba omu 100th General Assembly tulina ebintu bigendera kimwe kandi kuriya omumisho omulima ya Resort Gardens kandi murembo Kampala ijuka ngu twatunga omugisha kugira ngu abakuru babasa kwamberundana stakeholders omupira gwa Uganda bariyo nibagendera kimwe kuri omumisho kandi kwasa kuba nibaterana kuriya muri Maya Resort Gardens producer we bari muno akubasa kuba kandi notisa emikoreje kugenda omumisho ebyo biro bigenda omumisho shahezi kandi twatunga kugamba kwa president wa FIFA ninga shi orukure kibiri kitwara omupira omunsi yona arukumanya nka Gianni Infantino yasa kwa nagamba ho nani hangalitu ya Uganda omuri age 100th annual General Assembly yasa kwa negenda kimwe kuri omumisho omuri Maya Resort Gardens aituru gambara imikoreje mu negenda kimwe omumisho erimu all football stakeholders buri omwe ono kumanya kwatagina omupira aryaho kandi kinko nakugamba no kujya mutwatunga kugamba kwa president Gianni Infantino azanoza kuba no kurebaho kuri kwijo mudacikanje kandi nabinja bariho nka speaker wa parliament nawe basakaba kandi delivering his message otireho na no mukuru minister w'ebyemizano na no kushoma that is honorable Maama Janet Kataha Museveni the first lady nawe abasakaba na ko mwanyogu otireho kugira ngo na Katikilo wa Buganda kandi nawe abasakaba na ka umwanyogu na delivering message yeye ebyo byembigenda kimwe misho kandi nintekataka kugira ngo iwe enkunze byemizano mu Uganda no expecting kuje kiwahura ekikwasa kombe ko muzano umunsi yawe yahinda ubwambera Alex mnarunda faces ninja databa Western Uganda baringa ya let's wait baraho benji munonga twina abantu bakwika 10 bakorwa mu burengero rw'izoba abana bari nabakungu umupira kandi nibamwari ababine offices z'impango mu Federation of Uganda Football Association konke cinkumanya habanza ho no kushabera umugenzi Darius abo wabiri second vice president wa Federation of Uganda Football Associations kandi wabenarga kunuya mu burengero rw'izoba that is in Mitoma akabasa kuba kana rwo magara genseje ahituru kugambira ibintu bicendera kimwe kuriya omuri Maya Resort Gardens reka tukure okugamba kwa president Gianni Infantino na message yatwinire ahizobere.
Dear President Magogo, dear friends and colleagues from the Federation of Uganda Football Associations, congratulations to all of you for 100 years of existence. The centenary of the Federation of Uganda Football Associations, well, what an incredible milestone. I had the great pleasure of visiting your country in the past years, and I witnessed firsthand the great talent and passion of the players and of all the people. I have also seen how hard Uganda has worked to make football more accessible for young people across the whole nation, and I commend the Federation for working with FIFA on the launch of FIFA football for schools in the country earlier this year. Education is vitally important for any nation's development, especially when the country has one of the youngest populations in the world, as Uganda does. FIFA Football for Schools will help with this mission, using the power of football to teach important values to young girls and boys and investing in Uganda's future. And this program, combined with the many projects linked with FIFA Forward, will help develop future national team players and contribute to the health of everyone touched by football in Ugandan society. I hope it will also play its role in making the next generation of Ugandan legends, like those who reached the final of the Africa Cup of Nations in 1978, or more recently the Cranes that participate in the 2017 and 19 editions of the tournament. On the women's side too, the future is bright, as proven by the participation of the Crested Cranes in the 2022 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Dear friends, I'm sure that your hard work, forward thinking and determination will help shape and guide the future of Ugandan football in the best possible way, not just for the upcoming years, but for the next 100 years at least. I wish you the very best of luck with today's annual General Assembly. Enjoy reflecting on all the achievements of this special milestone, and I'm looking forward to seeing you very, very soon. Thank you, dear President Moses Magogo. Thank you all. Take care and all the very best to you. Bye-bye.
This is to congratulate FUFA on attaining 100 years since it was started in Uganda in 1924 during the colonial times. Since that time, the sport of football has grown and become popular in Uganda. Indeed, Uganda once in a while wins some international matches such as the World Cup qualifier against Somalia and the AFCON qualifier against Congo-Brazzaville, among others. On the side of government, after the collapse of government and economy between 1971 and 1986, we built the Nambole Stadium using a Chinese government grant, and we have recently refurbished it using government funding. Using the collaboration with the private sector, we have reconstructed Nachivubo Stadium, and we are building a new stadium in Hoima City. I now congratulate Ugandans on taking up the sport of football, as well as other sports such as athletics, cricket, golf, etc. For now, however, I congratulate FUFA at 100 years on behalf of the Ministry of Education and Sports. We bless the Lord for Uganda's achievements in sports, and we hope to get better as we go forward. I want to thank you, and God bless you.
On behalf of Parliament of Uganda and on my own behalf, I want to congratulate the football fraternity. I want to congratulate FUFA for achieving its dream within the 100 years. It's a great achievement, and remember that it is out of football, specifically football, that brings all kinds of people together, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the tribe, irrespective of the politics, and whichever. And I want to congratulate you so much. And on the same note, education is not everything. There are other people outside there who have talents, but FUFA has been able to tap those talents through having the federation in place that is working for the good of the Ugandans. I want in a special way to thank the president of FUFA, Engineer Moses Magogo, Hashim, the EXCOM, the delegates of FUFA, and the football fraternity for making sure that we achieve what we have achieved so far. I also want to thank the First Lady, who is also Minister of Sports and Minister of Education and Sports, who has been able to support the growth of this federation, the growth of this sport. When we could not grow without having monies, but through her office, we have been able to develop. And in a very, very special way, I want to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda, who is so passionate about football, very, very passionate about football. He's a #1 fan of football. And he has given us enabling environment for us to practice the game. And it is because of that that we are even going to host AFCON in this country. Who are we as Ugandans? You'd ask yourself. But it is out of the support that we are getting from the three arms of government. And most especially, I also want to thank Parliament of Uganda, which is the cooking house that makes sure that sports gets the biggest land of the money that is given because of the role it plays in the economy, especially amongst our youth.
Well, it's quite remarkable that football has existed in a formal way in Uganda for 100 years. It is, again, very heartwarming that the running of football, the formal running of football started within the Kingdom of Buganda. And it is nice that in these 100 years, football has experienced ups and downs. And as we celebrate the centenary of football, I think there are many positives which give us a lot of hope for the game of football in Uganda, because I think we are moving forward. So I'm very, very pleased to celebrate the 100 years, and I thank you very much for thinking about us.
Dear fellow countrymen, dear football people, God has been kind, God has been good enough to us that today we walk a journey of what our grandfathers and previous leaders started as a small organization to be who we are today. We bank on the investment in terms of time, in terms of ideas of our foregone heroes and founders and administrators and players and stakeholders of this game. When we make 100 years, it is not an everyday event to make 100 years, and not many federations in Africa are making 100 years or have made 100 years. So I believe it's an opportune moment for us. But we have to reflect and say, where have we come from? We are talking about a game that started in 1897 in Uganda, a federation that started in 1924, being affiliated to CAF 1959 and then FIFA 1960, playing at the first time Africa Cup of Nations 1962, starting the league in Uganda in 1968, starting the Uganda Cup in 1970, playing the Africa Cup of Nations finals, our best performance in 1978, hitting our highest FIFA ranking, 62nd in the World 12th in Africa in 2016, producing some of the best players on the Africa continent. For me, it has been a journey. I respect the individuals, the clubs, the institutions, the governments, the funds that have worked with us this far. It's our game, it's our country.
At least was one engine. Dear President and our guest.
Our third at Buganda Regional Football Association as the second vice chairperson since 2021 to date. Is a chairperson of the Buganda Province team and chairperson for Class FC. And
Number 2, Justice has been composed, as you correctly see. Can I ask kindly? Thank you very much.
All right. Kulikayo, I think this is the way to go. Thank you, producer Joseph, for linking us to that very grateful function, and I hope the Federation will be proud of your work, producer Joseph there. Alex, kugenda mu mission njya wabireba twatunga messages ku rugomba bantu binje mununga abenchizo basa kugira tubita abenchizo tingoma nice cyo gukora no itaga assembly iryanyakazobe kwateho
we but of course ni ntakagire no assembly niza kubanza sime producer Joseph kugira ngo ni engineer yonka station iri kuri ibintu live kandi ikintu kikubanje kugwa direct hatari mu byongera ngo manya twarikinga twakora ki so ryo ko mureba GNTV cye cyuwareba cyonyine ki producer turere cyanago cywanura screen cya live ne kiri mu kigenda egesha kandi no ine kuchanga honka GNTV so then nagaruka acha federation ece ine kugamba honkanye ningashi abantu banje abamwe bungujekero kwenye mu bintu byo mpira no kugira ngo bakwate munonga ahashonga yaba referees bakwate shonga yaba referees umugeshonga yenshashora abase kubatekatekaho kandi bambagamba bagaruke na baze nashonga yo koshoninga cautions za referees zaba kubane bahereza mwe go mushoma assembly bakwate munonga bafocusinge aba referees akubane bo bamwe abakutungura mpira ninga bakaye bana biyaho mpira aho bamara kubatereza aho ntuzaho turarebera na management za clubs ninga shi bana nyini ba CEOs ba clubs ninga shi bakama ba clubs kushanga naba ayinyamo umutima ugukwikiriza karabe club yeye yaza kuzana mpira ikabasa kubanesinga ninge kasingwa argeyo ayinyamo okwikiriza icya kabiri no kugira ngo mugiye assembly nitwe kayiganda ikintu cha system babase kuba nabakiteka mamani kora aburi nko musambi wambara city ninga uyu musambi wa kitara babebine information erukubane kwata kuruga hansi kugira ngo nabakurikinga kandi babase noba nabagambira mu kugira buri muzani abayine page yo bana YouTube oba na Twitter oba na Telegram kugira ngo nana abascout sabajya heru nabasakuza amakore bati omwambi Jusper atebere goals 10 omurigue ya Uganda ogwe no yaza hansa bareba ko atiwe na performing akibasa kubanche ma advantage
I think icyo twachereka hari ijo bari mu mushomo ogwa player information management akushana clubs zo kuzine kwanza handling a player information na munonga kutangira hanze mu academy mpaka mu under 20 team na senior team so inshongejo ninja ngo nayo ni inkuru munonga is one of the key factors ahabwincha abantu bitu batakwasa kuzanda mu league za yihanga because information yawe ne lacking ubeno shango muzani yakamya 19 kungata ibya hanse bya 5 kumukwataho tutagizire ki tutabyine but this time around tawasa kufuna cyo kurebera ngo Travis Mutiyaba the likes of Abdulaziz Kayonda abakuzana ndoko mu leagues ezenchizoho Bevis Mugabe bawase kubana bisha and by evolving kuba international players ahabwesho ngo kugira ngo their information has been available to these clubs is wasekwa kozesa so inshongejo nitakatika mu inkuru munonga kandi turabase kwantihingura inshonge kugira ngo our referees need to be paid in time kugira gutwantwenda a beautiful game our referees need to be paid in time so that they should not be attracted to taking bribes akwasa kugira ngo bakwate akasenda bakato mu shaho inshongejo ni inkuru munonga I think maybe time to discussing with that strength tine kuwasa kushirika tine kuwasa kuruga mhanda our referees need to be paid and the federation has promised that they are going to be paying all these referees their areas myaka shetenyuma shime kwamba kwa tesi nzabo basashura kujangu tungure quality of the game on the side of officiation sishongezo nzonkuru munonga nitekateka kujangu ekugendo misho muza kubona utunga updates on programs zitu stars muna zimwe na munonga izibye mzano kanyincha kare zakweza full details of what was discussed in this assembly nyincha kare mu sports desk so tinkumanya Alexi kugira shonga yakire ubwire bwa agenda but we really need to talk about what happened last evening mumpaka za FIFA sometimes Uganda Premier League tose kwa turebera kimwe muzano kwa nyumwe bazyo actually begi mzane ebiri police obebeneza na kitara kuri yo muri Royal Park Butema ogubegiro mpira gwa kabiri ogutimi ya kitara ibasekwa nezanda mu Royal Park Butema kandi babasekwa na gomba bruisinga cyabe tension munonga kushanga ngo team ya kitara yatandikira umucishayi cyawe kisya losses zibiri zukoratine bakabanza kuterwa team ya bagenzi bita ba neck goals birari yemwe kandi nyumwe bazyo team ya police basekwa ne guimbera goal mwari busha umpira gabasekwa n'guwa team ya police eyambirwe Gaddafi Kachanchu kubasa kuba na tiba gorejo ehire police ubuhanguzi ninga shenchizo team ya kitare biri ryomuka abahazi ba kitara batandikire kwekarakasa nibagira ngo coach Brand Senyonda agende abo kugira ngo ebigenderwa bya team abaseko nabitera mu bituri season age babaye bari abo kubasa kwa bahangure chikopo konkorede baruzinje mzano eshatu ariyejena babaseko mbazana season age ekinchereka hi ebigenderwa bya kitara.
Of course yesterday mena kigambiro cya head ntakagira bigenderwa bya kitara kugira ngo ompiro gwebeyine her kuzana na polisi omupira eshatu eyebire ko eyebase kubanezana na kitara ebire zanire pire ebire takazanira gwa yesterday ebire ezinjire mpira yona kwetiro mpira ganyuma abazo umupira eshatu y'ikitare zane na polisi disinjira umugorzi 11 zibase kubane zitebwa aside ezo zona kitare base kubane baneteba mugore musonore bangu police etwire ejine whole record ko hako nabe nagambire ntuwabo rukocho ine kubano manyanga expectations zaba hajizi bote bakwenda kumanya oba oyinobuzubu nabazani obo inobuzubu na management obi team yakoreta bice bakwenda nebende kintu kimwe win so washanga ngo club ya isa imipira ibiri azanka kitara nko kujumanya nanye ni club yanje imbire ni mpajara na nyuma zono mambe ningamante ne kwiha yogo mpira ukashanga club yajira heru ikabasa kwiha yo icukopo cha friendly ikaza heru bakagitera goals 3 ahari ibiri eje yitu ya hano ku rugo muhoyima for sure kashanga no sambana bagenzi bawe bakabasabana bakusinga noranguwe umuzano wa kitara tarabase kubana ireko kushemererwa kuba washanga mbafutero wawe mpire ebi tinkwanyiwe none ndakusinga mpire
so akashana kwano reba yabali Gaddafi kachanchu bamaye kwisa kubasa kwa kana ati bakimya bagenzi bitu abakitara kuri mu Royals Park muri Butema aho babase kwa mbahangura umuzano gwabo gwo kubanza mu season age police nkiba kimayisa ngo bamaye gukora mariri gakora tine asa kwa neza kandi muri abo bonero ubwayira yayikuru so mpanto reba kimwe mu team ya police age season age ne mwari yezo izibase kwa ziba promoted kandi ahituru kugambira ne mwari yezo izitagatinje kwasa kwa nzisigara mu league konkana mutindo gwabo kwasa kwa nubonera munonga wasa kushanga bakija kacheka bayaya kabonero hati bagiriro Park Butema bayaya bonero kushatu bona kandi no kimanyira kimungu police kutwiza in terms of style and tactical plays shy they pass they dribble they attempt on goal they shoot mwenti nkomanya timu ya police egi ebonire kujangu tubase kujigamba ho kubi at the beginning of the season but junior team njano je squad ko base kwa mbemera nyuma zo mu Royal Park Butema kandi bakabasa kubamba siga ibigambo bibi umukano wakabagenzi bitu aba kitara na munonga abahagizi yabo ko basigira imbajangu babingo mutendeke coach Brand Senyondo timu nyesho ongeje no Jirebota Alex nibobwire Senyondo ari kure
of course no itwenkaba manyirire kubanturuzinga telaga besaideji konka twagarampira yitu yihanga tubashemeye ba bingo mutendeke ahabwe impire ibiri yo kujango yabasa kubana jiruzinjiro we eshatu so bine
kwa KCCA ogwanek had no kwa police
kandi abwe atabazane bine kugaraka baketa mu mutema go kumanya yaruzinge mpira konka yaruzinge yabaye kandi aba yaruzinga batwire babine ho record so echo nacho bine kwamba cheta konka ninja Senyondo Brand babase kubamba monjera mu time then a concentrate
woba mnonga producer Jose nanisha bakujango nyowe Alex tuname mukache tubanze tukurebwa mu byabahazaba ole frustration egyo bazi bakitara kujiro ko bembateka tamu timu yabo eshimeye kubane hangura buri kapira ninjano hura frustration kandi ebyo nebe mbigendo misho bwanyuma yo muzano gwanyuma bazyo hagati ya team ya police na team ya kitara kuri mu Royals Park omuri Butema ekisayi cya kitara ekisia icyo baseko bakandi batandikiraho na losses ibiri zo kuratine bwanyuma yo kuruzinga muzano gwane goals birari yemwe hata baruzinje gwa police goal yemwe arusha no tekateka kugira ngo eshahezi okwakwasa kunanura umutima gw'abahagiza no gukora kito kuwininga the next game na goals 10
yeah
anyway the next game when you win 10-0 whichever margin konka it's a win
cy'abantu bambenda
abahazi mazaga kamushimerwa I am very sure ngo abahazi nibende kibakweta
win
konka nabayenda win abahazi ba Kitara tubanguhi twatunga statement kurgo mu office ya CEO wa Kitara Football Club kandi yabane kwata aha mipiri babase kwambazana. It's a reflection of what has happened and how much they have gotten from gate collections. Statement ejo available tsakwasa kwa kandi tukuhereza. Now that is it. Media statement 4th October 2024. Appreciation message and status of Kitara Football Club performance. Kitara Football Club yesterday lost its third consecutive Uganda Premier League fixture against Police FC by a goal to nil. It should be recalled that we won 3-0 against Lugazi FC in our opening fixture. Kitara FC management has noted with concern the poor performance of the club despite the strengthening of the squad which we undertook in the transfer window. Our players, coaches, and the entire technical team are aware of the need to regain our winning ways. Our technical team has identified gaps that will urgently be fixed in order to improve on the team's performance. We assure our fans, supporters, and all stakeholders that we shall soon bounce back strongly. Be firm. Despite our poor performance in the last 3 matches, we continue to receive massive support from all our fans, leaders, the media, sponsors, and partners. We appreciate your patience and support. We wish to declare that we realized 21,826,000 Uganda shillings from gate collections. The money will be used in supporting the club activities as planned in 24-25 season budget. Our next match will be against Mbara FC at Kacheka Stadium on 18th October 2024. We call upon our fans to give the club the usual support. We are the pride of Bunyoro. Thank you. Signed and stamped by Kasozi Deo Akeke, the president. Alex, a statement. Deep inside us, we all know. Anyway, for us in the media, for us in sports media fraternity, we all know that if Kitara loses the game against Mbara City, it will be the end of Brian Senyondo. In fact, from now, we all know that if Senyondo loses that game against Mbara City, his former side, then Coach Waswabosa will be having a slot at Butema. Tinkumanya, your information is very exclusive. Anyway, Alex Tugambera Nshongeji. Kitara kuya kuluzinga against Mbara City. What can happen to Brian Senyondo? Mbara City kuya kudrawing na Kitara. What will happen at Kacheka?
Is of course ati abahagize bambara aba Kitara bone benda win.
Kitara wants a win.
Bone benda win. Kandi na coach na nda win. Na wa the president yaereka mukugira ngo bamanyere ahiga up ningashi ahebe turi biri mu club yabo baza kugaruraho very soon. Hatiwe nka coach echo kuto umutima niki. Toine kurinda ngo president abanze abasekuretera ayigazebe byabo. Banzoteho iyo igaze byawe then warete chokora chicken
and the mupira ni understanding what Brian is going through. He has had injuries, a couple of injuries. Aba sekwana jira injury ya Jusper-FUFA Masero who has been versatile from defense yeye. Solomon Okwalinga abirari arwire for the last 2 months. Ntuchimanya cyo kurunjitwena. Ntureba chimo Jude Semugabi aba retired. Mutawazande international games ezi week in week out. Abazande na nimpira mingi munonga. So fixers is taking a toll on their body. Abana machines kandi bakaperforminga kurunji munonga towards the beginning of the season. Now
batemuna Omedi
take aho Dennis Omedi abana ba tired anyway konkeje tutaka ache kwasa but ntuchimanya kurunji munonga hariho okurindira numanya wa kamenya berinze hariho kurindira kwa coaches nkabashatu kandi abayaha mutindo gwahigura mu Uganda abategerize mu nyincha kandi Mbara City tere Kitara bawase kutunga mu wo kubanza coach Waswabosa uwarjire Mbara ategerize mu Brian Senyondo bamutera abatu mpira ari Kacheka tuza kwa tureba na ataha muri Butema so inshongezo ni nkuru munonga
and of course nacho ntije eba enka disadvantage ya Mbara City kujamba abakijana baza kwija bari nkensoro baza kwija bakwenda win kwenda kwenu
you come half of this squad actually abantu almost mukaga ababasekwa mbazanda a team ya Mbara City bari a team ya Kitare Shahezi nibetaga kwija kubantu bazana har Kacheka ntuza kutekata ngoji ne kuberi dabe ne kuberi rivalry neza kuberi battle to rejuvenate kitara
of course ejene dabe kugira twena nturuga mu region emwe ya western na wadi bakasa kushara mu ya bakitara konkayona ninka region emwe kandi cya kabiri kikwisha kikajukora dabe no kushanga ngo half of the team ya kitara ndibona abana bakaragankanye bakarga hana arumba
alright so ubwo gwempira gwa kitara kandi Dr. Mtochi buri kimwe cyone kibire kuriya umurwe park utema habari guno muzano hagati ya team express hamwe na team ya NEC konka ogunagwe tugize mbaya tugize mo gubusabusa abantu kabe batari na kivubo abantu kabatagire bera ngo biguri gwe kiro kandi ishaka nzo z'abantu kwinuka mu Kampala aho cyo abantu batakuza na kivubo kure mpira
of course
byinjininga
no of course arokushanga club obanzo manye fans beyine nambo kuba kwinga
express kan mukwano gwabanji kaina bahagize bingi munonga kuruga kare na kare what exactly is happening
icyo kubanza kugira ngo ompira ngo noshanga abananka abahagize bataba bingi sente ya Uganda no mate yango munya Uganda kushoza mutwaro wena yareba nko washoza miliyoni kandi cya kabiri ni twebana nyine ba clubs inengero itaka marketing mu clubs zitu kugira ngo no muntu ryo kwa hansi abe namanya nike kiri umuntu za kugogesha so bomba fa bashohoza posta ngo express na NEC
alright one of the results we got from the Southern Uganda FUFA Premier League yesterday team ya express ebasize kuba kan mwana wanje na ibembero muzano goals ibirahari yemwe kan full time gawasa kuba nguwa atwase kwa ntureba mutende coach Hussein Balangu umwari yaba batakukira kweli abase kwa nagira ati NEC n'amashanyarazi ya konka nyuma bazo switch bagibere
na of course twazana na record express atire ne mutera ko impire tano ibazanire express sinjire impire 3 ya drawing impire mero cyo guswitch base kuje
tukaturega mu bya coach Hussein Balangu umbona kigabo cyo munonga coach Hussein Balangu abase ko najangu NEC n'amashanyarazi ngonka nyuma baziyo kandi switch bagibere so gaganga wasekwa nati badakika ya 5 abo express kandi na Mawa Ronald Mawa basekwa nati mu dakika ya mwenda goals zizire kare munonga ntibase ngo bakwasirana weya bashinyaze kubaze kwigara aragati very hard goals in the 5th minute and the 9th minute turebere Cromwell of Famio nati mu dakika ya kaga nemwe ntimase ngo mashinyaze kuje
gagire
kwijajira machine zarire this is football pure football anyway ishongezo nikoze merire turebere coach Hussein Balangu nagira ati NEC n'amashanyarazi konka nyuma bazyo switch bagibire tubase kora kurunja ebigambo bya coach Hussein Balangu producer with if those words are ready tubase ko Hussein Balangu icyakutugambira kandi to revolume kigambo cyo mpira cyo let's hear from coach Hussein Balangu na statement yawe asekwa na akora ngo NEC n'amashanyarazi konka nyuma bazyo switch bagibire
Hussein Balangu tukirataga amasanyalaze ebeera industry ebeera ekola so nga mukulu manager Buganda yagatuwa so twafe tujja mutiriya tujja gezaako kulaba amasanyalaze gatuwa tugakozesa mu butuufu.
Saying that the switch was stolen. Can you imagine?
Kubira ku phase ya kusatu tukirataga amasanyalaze
all right coach Hussein Balangu yatugambye nti NEC masanyalaze nayo nakuregulo switch bajibe katuve wao that is coach Hussein Balangu the one who is in charge of NEC Football Club like he said that NEC is electricity but yesterday the switch was stolen. That is what he said literally, but football is very funny. Ompira kugumeni gwasa kuga musebyo takujani ejo ne mwa starting 11 tuzubase kwa tutunga abaside ya bagenzi bitu kandi express kachiri abase kwa na umugol ziwa abase kwa na Aisha kandi Mustafa tadikire lumu ngobi waswa saidi gaganga kawawa basangwa otiriho na andabati asekomba tanchiraho kaliyo waba substitute kandi mafumu na substitute Alpha Thierry Sari asimwe sebandeke otiriho mbazira chimera otirina muwanguze semfuma kandi na sembalirwa babe basekuba kandi baba substitutes ubona ko rwanyuma bazyo tinda basekuba ni kucherezaho nza kugamba nyuma bazyo tube twine kandi imizano mingi munonga kuri ya international level atwasekwa tujana n'imizano ya UEFA Europa League Alex team yawe ya Manchester United nyekiro ebasize kweta sizakagwa.
Yes, of course, ejete ndabase kuba ninjigamba FC Porto tugwe mu rwo kubanza kunsingaho konka tuyigwa ku biryorengo gwa Manchester United kushanganiye basa kuba netegwa club nka Porto konka obuzubuti kumanya ahinda aburetire bani kucyo bani cyakwa twantuye kwa defense
bazanura atri
bazana midfield so dingumanye cyo konka atakindi noisha substitution zeza rukora aruheza rukora leta ninga yaza korosha oyebuza ninka kwano ranga Rashford no muyamu first half taine inja leta kozireki so no rango ejo nayo tinkomani substitution zeza kwana akora kandi kinde kizucha Ten Hag no kushanga ngo yakusubstitutinga nabanza yakopa ba opponents baba to substituting njere weta kwenda kumanya kandi cya kabiri kubana imera atachira ino shange nagamanka ba coach abandi so no shoba ne kitita tinga bichengaga
the results Alex yaita Ten Hag kiteta konka frustration yo hagizi Alex no majizo Manchester United so mtaka wa surprise Diana sako banagamba ngo Ten Hag next the results kurwa kuri mu UEFA Europa League kandi basekwanze bayebya nyekiro team ya Manchester United ebasekwanye goma kazi goals zishatu hari shatu ishika mu nagoro yakashatu bagitungire kora biro musigazo batakunda munonga hari magoya
senior
chete ubwo nuwe senior all goals so FC Porto egwire makazi na team ya Manchester United go shatari shatu kandi gore yakashatu ya Manchester United izoro budakika za hamheru akonka etebirwa musigazo batakucira kunda munonga senior own goal scorer obakwita hare magwaya basekwa nabayamba nabatonjera goal kandi yicenganye Olympic Lioness ebase kuba neja omuzano gwa Rangers ne batera goal na hariyemwe wamareba ninjira senior own goal scorer go musigazo
unukiyo
ubwo senior own goal scorer tumanya to nesiona ne manya Box Autonica ebasize kwa kanetirwa team ya bagenzi bita ba FCSB akorga kuri akani mwana wanje mengare Cyprus kumpiro gwase kwa ngwa mwana wanje gole maharusha Victoria Plazen yangare Cyprus base kwa kandi bargayo 0-0 na Rodo Greats kandi uno St Gallos base kwa kandi bagwa makazi na Bodog Limit yijoka base kwa nurebe cyagibireho gateguriye makazi 0-0 Athletic Club ningashamije mikota Athletic Bilbao ebase kwa netira kandi AZ Alkmaar kurgomo yangare Dutch goals birarusha FC20 ihangari ya Dutch bagure makazi na Fenerbahce ihangari ya Turkiye gole mwari yemwe kandi team ya bagenzi bitu aba Besiktas kurga kuri mu Turkiye batirwe FC Frankfurt kurga kuri mu ihangari ya Germany FC Elfsborg baseko kandi mwana wanje netera AS Roma Associazione di Sotto Roma kurga kuri mu ihangari ya Italia bagitire gole mwari busha mwana wanje Elfsborg kutera Roma iki semaninga Toto football bari gomuka
empire
gomere mwanje that is what you can Alex ya gamba mazima empire gomere tune results nyinje kwanga empire bere nyinji munonga nje no yeba Alexandra Lacazette gonu kandi mutabani uto wasikona ku team ya Arsenal bari becha ikozirizo wayenyiciro empire bere nyinji Lazio etire nice goal ina hariyemo Slavia Prague gole mwari na Ajax kan Real Sociedad etirwe Anderlecht goals ibira hariyemo Olympiacos ya FC Braga goals taharusha kan Maccabi Tel Aviv bagitire goals ibiri arusha kurga kuri Jutland Frank Varos basekwa netira Tottenham Hotspur goal ibirari yemwe Karabag basekwa netirwa Malmo kuri mu Sweden goals ibirari yemwe Hoffen ya Germany eti Dynamo Kiev ya Ukraine goal ibirari busha RFS kandi tiro Galatasaray kuri mu Turkiye goals ibiri ahari bibago makazi FC Porto egwire makazi shatari shatu na team ya Manchester United Rangers na najugambire pok najugambire so konkubi ya merire table ya Europa League United tumukorebayo tumukorebayo kwa mwari muri izo team zimwe kwanditse qualify direct aho kwa no team ya Manchester no bano ronda ebirahuri obujwara kugira ngo wengeze kurunja munonga bita kibinje kebembe team ya Lazio inobonero mukaga na goal difference mukaga team ya Lyon ningash Olympic Lioness ubonero akani mukaga na goal difference 5 so nturebera kimwe munywano wanje kugira ngo enshongezo za wasakwani zemerera Ajax muchamkaga Frankfurt muchamshanju Manchester kujibona notakuzware birahuri notakuzware birahuri anyway nuko byemerire atawasa kwantu kugamya on Premier League season age ninga weekend age nza kwantu kuhereza ikirabo kigendo misho fixtures nza kuzukusigira aho nozireba kandi na results zijo mu UEFA Europa Conference League nazo nza kuzukusigira nozireba Alex tusime munonga babasa kwa barani cyo kurga shaha mwenda paka arshayi kuma twashiraha kugira ngo tuza kusibira abantu ba wowe no gukora msamwe mse tugende chap
of course ubwo shahe tar mugenzi witu ninza kubana ingambira abagizi ba Manchester kujya mu ejo ari utwe imwe tugende tukwata Aston Villa icya kabiri kusima mureba GNTV ku rwo mushonda zona kugira ngo tugaruka incyakaro nakorora mukaga kuruga shamna na gusasha 10 aho nubano sindika ibuzo bya wame kutuyiti yona ninga wenda kumanya binje bikufaho tendarengaho bye bye.
Alright, twasima munonga kandi camera person witu Masanyu kandi twasimira kimwe producer witu Katebekanza bishane byo kureba ebyo bamwita producer Jose One Pro Jose wakabi we bari munonga kwasa kwa notereza ebishane birunji nkebyo kandi nimwe baba ya program kurugashamwe mpaka shaki maitwahika rohangaru kumata kumera sente abankumire kategeze turebe Aston Villa murare kurunje.